Hello and welcome back to thedrinker.co.uk. I'm Pete Turner, and in this little film I'm reviewing 6 of the wines from the new Found range from Marks and Spencer's. Some of you might be aware that they have a classics range, and it really does exactly what it says on the tin. Some really good examples of classic wine styles, regions and grape varieties from across the world. The Found range, I think, is to encourage drinkers to go on a little journey, and so in the Found range you'll find new grape varieties that you might not have tried, new regions and new styles again that you might not have tried. And the wines I've picked here are 6 of the best. There are 12 in the range. Do look them out. They're all very well priced. All of these are £10 or less, so I'll talk a bit about the prices as we go through. So the first 2, I've got 2 reds. The first one is a Mazuelo, which is from Spain. Mazuelo, and the second one is Cabernet Franc. Mazuelo and Cabernet Franc are 2 sort of bit players, if you like. Mazuelo is one of the grape varieties that is often blended into Rioja. And Cabernet Franc is, along with Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon, is one of the key grape varieties of Bordeaux. So it's interesting to see them just as they are, as single varieties. So Mazuelo, as I say, this actually comes from the Rioja region, and it's got that sort of lovely Spanish red cherry kind of, black cherry kind of nose to it. It doesn't smell as sort of deep and earthy and oaky as a Rioja would. And again, it's got some quite vibrant fruit, not dominated by oak at all. A little bit of oak in there. And again, the tannins sit quite nicely with that fruit. It's more refreshing and sort of a lovely structure about it. So it's sort of like Rioja, but a little bit lighter and fresher than Rioja, so that's quite interesting. Comes in at £8.50 a bottle. Very interesting wine. And then next up, the Cabernet Franc this is from Argentina. As I said, it's one of the key blends in Bordeaux in France, but this happens to come from Argentina. Oh, and already it's got a kind of smoky and sort of vanilla-y nose to it. A little bit of oak in there. And the oak really does come through on the palate. Really nicely structured, not over oaked, because there's bags of sort of red currant and black currant leaf and black currant about it. So it sort of works really well with that. Again, a little bit of tannin, but not so it's intrusive. It's a real drink now wine. It comes in at £10 a bottle. Super little wine, that. Okay, 2 quick whites. A Gros Manseng. So this is from Gascony in France. £9 a bottle. And oh, it's got some of those Sauvignon Blanc characteristics to it. It's a little bit perfumed. It's some talc and green gage and gooseberry and elderflower. Refreshing. Oh, that's lovely. Refreshing. Opens up with some sort of nice lemon on the palate. It's good and light and expressive. A really lovely, refreshing wine. Excellent number, that one. £9. Then we have a Ribolla Gialla. I've been practicing my pronunciation all day. Ribolla Gialla from Italy, from northeastern Italy. It's not a grape variety I'm particularly familiar with. And it's fresh and lemony and light and easy drinking. £7 a bottle, that's a real steal at that. Really good summer party wine. I think that Cabernet Franc would be an excellent barbecue wine. Again, summer garden party wine. It's got that sort of lovely little bit of cut grass and some herbal notes to it. Lovely wine. This one I've not poured. It's a pink Vino Verde. I've not poured it because I'm hoping that it might have a little bit of spritz to it. Probably can't see that, but yeah, it's got some light bubbles to it. So Vino Verde, very often a little bit zesty, a little bit spritzy like this. Again, don't often get pink ones. They're more fashionable now, so we're seeing a bit more of that. And it's simple and fresh and light. It's got strawberry and raspberry, and it's easy drinking, lifted in the palate. It's only 11% alcohol. Comes in at £7 a bottle. For a lovely looking pink, looks a little bit confected. It's not sort of as pale and interesting as the Provençal ones, but actually it's as dry as a bone. And you can drink that all day. 11%, again, lovely party wine. Super stuff that. Excuse me. And then we have a Blanquette de Limoux, increasingly popular, pretty much a traditional method wine, made in pretty much the same way as champagne. £10 a bottle, and it's got that real bottle fermented sort of autolytic notes about it, yeast and bread and green apple, cooking apple. And you really get the cooking apple on the palate. It's fresh and zippy and sharp and zesty. It's really, really well made. And at £10 a bottle for a garden party fizz, that's a go-to. So I would recommend you get out to Marks and Spencer's, do both their classics range and these brilliant wines in the Found range. All really, really well priced, lovely, great quality, interesting wines that will take you on an interesting journey. Grapes that you may not have tasted before. Do drink responsibly, like I say, and enjoy these wines now. Cheers.